so happy because I literally am in a space right now where I want to share with everyone like the benefits of what is happening not just in my life, but what can happen in your life too. And what is so beautiful about it is that uh, what's so beautiful, oh my gosh, words cannot explain just how epic it is. I'm trying to like back up. If you're live on YouTube, then you can see my background. This is my windows, yes. This is not a stage, everyone. This is actually my home. And I really love it. And Noy came down. She flew in from Florida and she helped me unpack and pack and get moved. And I'm really super excited. And if I am looking a little weird here, the laptop, please forgive me, because my laptop just walked away and she's the tech girl. So I don't know if you have your hands raised to say anything to me on laptop, but I'm just going to just But tonight, everyone, I wanted to introduce my homegirl to you all live, because you guys normally see me. And I wanted to just, just give a shout out to each and every one of you, just all over the world. I love you guys so much. Your love and your support and your brilliance and just how magical you are to me and what you mean in my life. I love you guys so much. And your vibration is so pure and your energy is so pure and it's helped uplift my vibration. And as you can see, my boss is the universe, like I said, and my boss saw fit for me to be at a place of evolution. So therefore, my vibration is going to be high. So therefore, I can help uplift their vibration. So tonight, we are talking about a master. Can you tell me what we're talking about? We're talking about a master manifestation for absolutely. Thank you very much. This is why she's my best friend and my own personal assistant. Like, this is like so cool. Like this, I want to introduce to everyone all the globe. Vivian Divine finally has a legit. Not that my vibe tribe wasn't good or nothing like that. Of course, she's always going to be my real time, my best friend. But New Noy is like my best friend too. She literally, she has my back like, so deep. It's not even funny. She is my new personal assistant, and I love her so much. This girl is not just my personal assistant. This girl was cooking for me. She was cleaning for me. She was packing for me, and I was able to get so much stuff done while she was here. Oh my God, she was like, I don't know what you call her. Like she was just one package, just all.
No, your best friend, man. I'm your best friend because I don't do this for just anybody.
No, she doesn't do this for anybody. So I feel very, very special. Very special. And I'm like, oh my God, like, can I keep you? She has to fly home, so I guess I have to make sure her alarm clock goes off so she doesn't accidentally. But I love it because it's an opportunity of a lifetime, not just for me, but for my vibe tribe. I actually met Noy through a twin flame portal, and her and I were in a space and time of our life where her and I were going through a very serious transformation regarding our twins. And we were just, we were out there swimming, boy, I'm telling you. We were out there swimming, and for some reason, we just clicked, and we became instant best friends. And I'm telling you, the way our relationship has just clicked. It is one thing to have a twin flame, but it's another thing to have a best friend that is sent to you from the spiritual realm. It is a relationship, it is a bond like no other in the world. And what I love about our relationship is that my relationship with Noy is actually what prompted me with the idea of anyone that was on that 21-day portal. If you're a part of that, then you were able to be united with the galactic sister or galactic brother. Yes, I realize that there are people out there trying to copycat. However, that's fine and all, you can do that. However, you must understand that you have to be part of a strong, powerful, ancestral vibrational alignment to pull it out. And I'm telling you, we have sisters and brothers that are all over the globe that are connected with each other, that are, they just clicked, like literally just clicked. And they clicked like Noy and I did. And I just think it's beautiful because from the birth of our friendship has helped spark other friendships with galactic sisters and galactic brothers. And then we're all a spiritual soul family. And then we all went on this 21-day fast. And like I said, yes, you can do the fast by yourself. However, it is not the same. It will not be the same. There were so many lives that were changed. There were so many manifestations that transpired. There were so many friendships and sisterhoods and motherhoods and bonding that transpired, that these relationships will last for life cycles. These relationships will last for eons. As a matter of fact, these were the specific relationships that were together in past life cycles, and they just merely met at a time and place on the portal for the winter vortex, winter solstice vortex. And from that gave birth to many more portals, as well as many more vortexes. And what Spirit has prompted upon me to do was to implement and to offer now to the world a portal of vibratory alignment, a portal where you can literally tap into photograph. Many people can have mastermind groups, mastermind, I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm just going to focus on myself right now because I don't want to take the life of anyone else. I just want to take it back on me for a second and just say that I don't want to lose myself on that thought. But I just want to say to anyone out there, if you are merely looking to manifest your dream and you don't know what to do to manifest your dream, you always wanted to, you always knew you were going to do something one day, didn't know what you were going to do, didn't know how to do it, but you just have not been a part of something like this, a part of a great team, part of a group of ascended masters, part of a group of people who were plain people, beings just like you, who knew that they could manifest greatness, but they just didn't know how. A master manifestation portal, and that's going to transpire on January the 31st of this month, and this will transpire on a super full blue moon on top of that, and it's an 11/11 gateway on top of that. It's a 1/11/11 gateway. So there you have all the binary beats that are lined up again, all the binary numbers and all the binary codes like you do in the matrix. So here it is. We are merely offering to each and every one of you who are interested, whether you're overseas, whether you're in the United States, no matter where you are in the world, an opportunity of a lifetime to become part of a master's portal, a master manifestation portal. Now, what is so beautiful about this is that you will invest. People plan vacations, but they do not plan their lives. When was the last time that you've invested in yourself? I mean, truly invested in yourself. I'm not talking about you just bought yourself a PlayStation for your children to be occupied when you're busy, or a cell phone that you like. If you merely ever spent $300 over a cell phone, but you have not spent $300 or above over yourself to invest in yourself, to give yourself tools that will be an opportunity of a life cycle, then you have to stop and think right there. You have to question yourself about where your mentality is. See, you merely have to come out of poverty consciousness. You have merely been surrounded by so many people your whole entire life that has not taken it up a notch, has not taken it up a whole other level. And your grandmother may have had money, your great-grandfather may have had money, you may have heard of your great-grandmother or grandfather having money, but that was all a long time ago. So are you ready now to manifest the things that you know you can manifest, not just for you, but your children? It is time for you to make that investment in yourself. So we have two different portals going on. One is an actual in-person portal, and the other one is a virtual portal. So the virtual portal transpires online via virtual reality, okay? And you can, participate in that one from anywhere in the States, all over the globe. You can participate in that one, but you won't get the information until after you purchase your ticket. The in-person portal will be at a secret location here in Chicago, Illinois, and you will not get the information for that as well, where the secret location is. All I can tell you is that it's in Chicago, Illinois, and you'll get all the information that you need to where it's gonna be at, the location that it's gonna be at after you purchase your ticket, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna let Noe share some things with you where right after her and I pretty much ended up becoming besties, how immediately she was one of the first ones that I took with me into the manifestation portal. She was the first one who I shared some deep secrets with and said, girl, okay, let's just follow the steps, follow these routines, and then watch what happens. So she was the first one to actually do this with me. And from there, she was able to manifest a few things on the first portal. That was with her and I doing it together. I've been doing it my whole life, but being that the times that we're in, the way the planetary stars are aligned, it's a whole nother vibration right now to where we're in conscious co-creation. So immediately, thoughts become things and your words have energy and power. So immediately, if you think it, it's gonna manifest. If you think you don't have it, you're not gonna have it. If you think you don't own it, you're not gonna own it. If you speak it, it's gonna happen, okay? So what are the things that you're speaking? Who's around you? You know what I mean? Who's helping you manifest your reality? And the reality that you're living in right now is because of what has come out of your own mind, out of your own mouth. So I'm gonna let Noe share with you some of the things that she manifested herself, even on the first vortex that just her and I did, just alone, just by ourselves, before any of the classes came about. It was just her and I.
Everyone. Yeah, like on the first portal that we did, that one was mainly like it manifested with money. I have no idea. Did she?
I don't think she did. Hear me? They haven't talked about it. Okay. Let me go check. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But on the first portal that we did, it was mainly finance for me. So I really wanted to get finances under control and more stable. And even on that one, I started manifesting various amounts of money. And it's been a long time since I played the lottery and things like that. And I started playing scratch offs. And every week I was winning like maybe 2 or 3 nice amounts of money. And even with my twin too, within that first week, I manifested time with my twin. And before, I was always the one initiating contact and things like that. And even with that, my twin started contacting me. Am I on?
Okay, sorry. Just testing, okay? All right. All right, Mama. Yeah, but you see it echo, so
Yes.
let's not do that. Oh, vibe tribe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Maybe I just need to take this off.
Yeah, took that one off. Okay,
Yeah,
you can put it back on.
But, and then towards the end of our 21 days, that's when I started to manifest a new home. That was the start. That was the start of it, of me getting a new home. So I had a tough living situation and everything, and that was initially the start of me getting a new home. And then during the second portal that we did, that was when, let's see, parents living with me. So during that time, things just got real negative and things like that. And I just knew something had to change. Something just had to change. And I started to manifest my own things without anyone else other than me and my kids. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to come up with the money and the credit and everything and just do this on my own? And you know what? I did it. I did it with the help of Vivian as well. And it was just the best feeling ever. And, just with my situation and things like that, it's just being able to get our food in one day. Nugan, she was encouraging me. She's like, no, you gotta take one day off. take one day off and give you something, you know, and I was kind of, I'll be honest, I was kind of skeptical about it, you know, I wasn't sure, you know, but you know what? I put all my faith and everything into it, and you know what? I went out and I ended up getting approved for my own place, and within the same week that Moving got her place this week, I'm moving into mine.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get back home, I'm going to be moving into my own place.
Yeah. Yeah, she flew out here to help me.
Yes.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
She flew out here to help me, and when she gets back, she actually has to go pick up her keys to her place.
Yes.
And oh my goodness.
A few months that this came out.
No, actually, it's one time.
Well, you know what I mean, though. But when we really focus,
Yeah.
we're truly focused. I know for me,
Yeah.
that was like about not even 2 months.
Yeah, there are some secrets and some tools and some keys to where I will be sharing that are some pretty deep insights. Let's hear it. I'm literally right by the water. There's one building right over from me, and I'm right here. So on the other side, I was going to choose the other side of the building, but that part only faces maybe here, which is right on the corner. There's the not too far out, it's the Ferris wheel. So I'm like literally that close. And then I chose this side because we have a view of the lake, of the river. Also, the river is right under us. It surrounds the building. And then right behind me is the entire city. The skyline is so beautiful. And as you can see, all of my blinds are pulled up because I don't want any blinds up there at this point. It's just beautiful. And literally, we see the boats just going down by the river. And then, what else? Oh my gosh. In the building, we have a full-fledged gym, a business center, you know, very business-oriented, 3 conference rooms, pool, jacuzzi, sauna. On the lower level is a grocery store. But what is so amazing about this whole entire building is that it's very executive. And I'm a businesswoman, so it's everything that's here. And I don't have to go anywhere. Everything that I need is right here in this specific spot. So what I want to share with each and every one of you is not just secrets and insights and tools, how to manifest your dreams, but to maintain it. And not just maintain it, but there are some certain specific tools that you need in order to clear out some spaces within your aura field. Clean out certain spaces for your mentality. Clean out certain spaces even within your circles of friends, family, people, places, and things. And then what is so deep about this entire experience is that I've always known that I'm a multi-billionaire. It's a state of mind more than anything. And money does not make a person. It is not your money that makes you. If your true assets are you meek? Are you kind? Are you gentle? Are you loving? How do you treat people? And the times that we're in, energy is coming back and back on. So you cannot treat people wrong and not have the universe give you back what you have paid to the people. So I will be sharing secrets and showing you how to use your tools that you have already within you. I would love to show you how the outside window looks, but I'm kind of stuck right now because we have this laptop plugged into the wall, but it is Wi-Fi in here. The whole building is Wi-Fi. You get Wi-Fi in the whole building. But I have not yet had a chance to call them to take care of that because we're moving. We just moved in, literally. The movers just came today and put all the boxes everywhere. What I can do is I will lift up I'll lift up the laptop so that you guys can kind of get an interesting observation in a second. But yeah, I can fix that too. But what's interesting is your true asset is your wealth. your inner love? Are you loving to people? Are you kind to people? Are you, do you let money make you? And then when you get money, how does money turn you into a specific person? Because trust me, when you come across a certain portal within your life, you will begin to obtain people, they will just come out of nowhere. And I know you guys have heard this. It is very true. You guys, you will experience people, they will come, people who, first of all, no one helped me do anything at all. No one was there for me. As you can see, Lloyd had to even fly in from Florida to help me move. And what's deep about it is I'm not from Chicago, born in Florida, raised in California, but I'm a single mom, literally had to depend on myself. And thanks to my twin, he really showed me how to go in to have this relationship with my ancestors. And because of that relationship with my ancestors, I love the fact that going in deep with my relationship with my ancestors has shown me who my true friends really are and who they were not. And what was so deep about the entire experience was that spirit would not allow anyone to help me. Because first of all, when I began to raise my vibration, so many people fell off for me that I guess I became brand new to them, or they were brand new to me. But when you start letting go of habits, start letting go of habits or that kept you in certain circles of friends, those specific habits will begin to pull you away from those circles of friends. And then you'll find yourself in situations to where those people who started with you, they won't end up with you, they're no longer with you. And it's not that you don't want to befriend them or be their friend, but when your ancestors and your guides give you specific instructions to circle shift on people and to get away from people, and they begin to show you who people are, you have to trust them and you have to believe them. And what is so beautiful about everything is the fact that Spirit didn't allow anyone to help me at all. Nobody helped me. Nobody. And what I love about it was the reason I know now that Spirit didn't let anyone help me, therefore, I would know who was truly there for me, who has been there for me. And if I call at a drop of a dime, if I call anyone, who will be there and who will make up an excuse and say, I'm busy, I don't have time. So when you build a certain relationship, not just within yourself, and these tools, and these keys, and these secrets that I will be sharing with you, in these mastermind portals, then I know for a fact it's going to change your life. And like I said, if you have merely been investing in anything such as a cell phone, purses, people paid $1,500, $500 plus for a purse that you're just gonna sit in your closet, or some stilettos, or some shoes with the red bottom on the bottom, some heels. What are they called? The bottom. You know what I mean? Now, I'm talking about giving you secrets and insights and tools that you can not only take with you permanently right now, that you can use those right now and begin to manifest what you need in your life right now, that you will begin to see work with you right now, but tools that will help you show your children and your children's children and your children's children's children, and it will help you manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. It's pure manifestation of ascended masters who are anointed for that specific calling. Then you're merely investing in yourself. So it's up to you at this point. What do you want to do? Do you want to be here in person when we have this master manifestation portal? Or do you want to participate virtually? All you have to do is go on nubiannews.net and you will see the tickets there inside of the store. Purchase your ticket, and from there you'll be sent further information, which is pretty much your keys to the rest of your quest, all the way up until you into the transformation of January the 31st. Okay? So, what is powerful about everything that you've experienced here?
Powerful about it. It's empowering. I mean, you know, to be able to manifest things that you want and need and whatever. I mean, it's having this kind of power is worth more than the temporary material things that you go out and buy. Like, why would you not want to invest in yourself? You know, to be able to manifest things quickly. You know, it's like if I want to go buy, you know, a $1,500 purse and things like that, you know what? I can, you know, hopefully I go ahead and manifest something like that, abundance or whatever it is that you're wanting, you know. I mean, it's overall, it's just empowering. It's empowering to know that you can do that, to know that the universe is on your side, you know. And just, I mean, I really don't know what else is more powerful than being able to do something like that.
Yeah, it was funny too because Noe was there today when the movers were moving the truck and everything, and I was pretty much, the ancestors had me on this journey for a while, and I've been in homeless shelters. I've been in homeless shelters while I had a house in my name, and my family lived in the house, and because of who it was in my family, I didn't want to kick them out of the house, and it would have been very easy. But because of my heart, I made a decision that I was going to follow this path, and I was going to follow the path of not being attached to anything materialistic. That was my very first thing that I made a decision I was going to do. I made a decision a long time ago that no matter what it took, I was going to follow this path towards my calling, follow this path to see what the divine spirit of life had in store for me. And I've always known this since I was an 8-year-old little girl. I've always had this calling for my life. But I never guessed in a million years that spirit will have me teaching ascension techniques. Teaching people how to manifest and how to get to their higher selves and how to heal themselves and how to bring balance within themselves and how to love themselves in such a way to where only they can do it. There is no one that can help you. You can get all the bank loans in the world. You can reach out to anyone that you want to, family, friends, loved ones. You can reach out to as many people as you want to in life. And I'm telling you, the true masters of this life cycle are the ones who literally master what it is that I'm about to show you in this master portal. So just being a part of this master portal alone, it is not for everyone. I understand that. This is why this is a specific special call out to those of you who are under the sound of my voice who know that this is for you. Because now we're at a time of not only conscious co-creation, but the specific tools and the keys that will be given out is merely about not casting my pearls amongst the swine. Because as you can see, no matter how many jewels that I give out in all of my teachings, you will always see a dislike button on my video. And what is beautiful about it is I love that because that shows me that not everyone is going to relate to the message because it's not for everyone. Because not everyone is in vibrational alignment with the time. So if you merely want to be tapped into the portal and the vibrational alignment of the time, that's who I'm talking to. That is who I'm offering these tools to. That is who I am willing to utilize my energy to work with Source to show you what it is that you already have within you and give you keys step by step to help you manifest the things that you need to help yourself get to the next level of the game. Okay?
Look at how I wasn't even supposed to be here. Look at how fast this happened.
Yeah.
Like this happened last week. You know, that I happened to say, you know, I wish I was there for you. You know, the day that you turned that key. You know, because we both knew that the moment that she turns the key to get in here, that's when lives are changing.
Yeah. We did. We had this statement, and we said, okay,
yeah.
The second we turn this key, and it was like we felt it.
Yeah.
We immediately felt it. But what is so beautiful about it, everyone, is we have been waking up and looking out the window, and the city is so beautiful. It looks like a postcard. And it's like when you go on vacation and you're like, okay, let me absorb this, let me take it in because I don't want to wake up from this. So I only have a few more days to go. This is my vacation. But what's so beautiful about it is this is my home. I'm on vacation for the rest of my life because I work for the universe, because I've dedicated my life to the universe. So the universe has given me the best job ever, and that is to help you master yourself. And I love doing that because who can help you master yourself? You can go to all the counselors in the world. You can go to all the doctors in the world. You can take all the pills that you want to in the world. You can drink all the alcohol that you want to. You can smoke yourself to death and get as high as you want to. High in the clouds. And trust me, I know about the clouds. But what I'm telling you is these specific clouds that I'm talking about is a natural high. It's a natural relationship with life. It's a natural relationship with nature in such a way to where the universe, source, just need examples. And that is what's so beautiful even about my journey and my relationship with Source, when Source was speaking with me, and Source was like, I just need someone to make an example of, just someone. And it is very true that you can have that divine relationship with Source. And no, it is not true at all that you have to be a spiritual teacher, but you have to be broke or something like that. There's no such thing as that at all. Especially when the universe is filled with abundance. I do not accept that for myself, and I do not accept that for you. And the reason I don't accept it for you is because that is not you. That's not your vibration. And that's why I have chosen to submit myself as a living sacrifice, to be that example to you that yes, it is possible. And I am merely not just talking about it, but I am showing you through my own life. And this is why I even have been started the show House of L, and I was divinely guided to start the show House of L. My life has always been very interesting, by the way. My life has always been changing like that. So if you think the show is one thing, there are so many things that has happened to me that has been off camera that it's not even funny. I should have been had a reality show. That's how deep this is. But what I want to share with each and every one of you, and what Spirit wants to share with you through my life as an example, as to how you don't have to accept lack. You don't have to accept not feeling good enough or not feeling worthy enough. If someone has made you feel like you're less of a person because you're a drug addict or an alcoholic or a homeless person, and society has, separated you from the norm, saying that you're never going to make something of yourself, you're never going to be anything in life, or you're a single mom and you should be married, and all those stereotypes that were out there, that are out there, those stereotypes that make you feel less of a person, those stereotypes that make you feel like, man, how am I going to make it out of this? You guys, if you look at the House of L, I was in a shootout. Well, I was in a shootout. There was a shootout going on. That was 5 days ago. 5 days ago, how do you manifest walking through bullets 5 days ago to walking on the clouds 5 days later? And then being surrounded, literally, by water. Now, what is beautiful about it, if you see the show, you'll see how on the first series when I started posting where the ancestors were leading me, I started showing you these buildings where I was being led to. And what was deep about me being led to these buildings were when my daughter first gave me the address to go look for the buildings, she wrote down the website and we just, went to go look it up. And I said, okay, we'll go to bed because we'll go catch a train in the morning and go check it out. But it did not allow me to see the price of it until after I went online to register. When I saw the price, I was like, what in the world? Who pays this for rent? Like, who does this? Like, wouldn't you just own a house or something? Like, who does this? Like, who would do that? And I was like, I'm not going to see this at all. And then I immediately felt Spirit tell me, because my children, they do not go to bed early. at all. But that night, they went to bed really early after I told them we're going to go see this place. And when I went to go wake them up to tell them we're not going to go see this place in the morning, Spirit was like, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do that and take those children's spirit. So I said, all right, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go. And we're going to check this place out tomorrow. So I woke up the next morning and I went and acted as if, you know, like it was no big deal to the children. I didn't want to burst their bubble or anything, but not even bursting their bubble, but even within my own spirit, I still had this comfortability, like, oh, I'm gonna check this out. If I like it, I'm gonna get it. It was that type of feeling that I had within myself. So I guess I've already, you know, got myself to a certain phase of evolution within this knowing that if I really wanted it, I could have it. So the first place we went to go look at, I was looking at the place, and then I was denied the place on top of that. And then I found out that there was an eviction that was on my credit. And you guys will see that on the House of L where I had to go down to the courthouse and talk to the judge. The eviction should have never been there. I had no clue it was on my credit, and I worked on my credit for years. And credit has a very big deal to do with your secrets of manifesting. And I'll be going deep into why that is, how that is, even during the portal when you come in person or the vortex. And basically, I didn't allow the price to stop me. So even the denial, I didn't let that stop me. I had to go down to the court, face the judge, and say, I'm being hurt, I'm injured. Can we fix this? And the judge told me to raise my hand and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I said, that's what's up. So after that, the judge closed and sealed the records. And from there, the same place that denied me has been calling me to try to get us back in that place. But I didn't look at it like, I just knew I was still going to get approved for it. When they told us that we were denied, I was like, something's not right. There's no way the ancestors would have led us to this place, and I'm denied. Like, no, something's up with that. So basically, we ended up staying at this hotel at the Marriott. They messed up my credit card, and we ended up getting an extra night for free. And I told Joy, I said, no, something's up. Something's going on because, you know, I like to look at finances and I always pay attention to them all the time because I know that I walk with the angels and I know that they're always speaking to us if you really pay attention. So my daughters and I, and mind you, I'm not from Chicago. I have no clue how to get around down here or anywhere in Chicago. And what was interesting was we're on foot too. And downtown, there is no trains that really run downtown where this specific walkway is. And we had to walk in a direction to where we literally walked straight from the hotel, straight to where the location of the building was. And when we walked to the specific location and we got there, the girl at the front desk, she told us, she said, no, you have to have an appointment to see these buildings. We can't just let you in there. And I was like, can you just tell the manager that, you know, I want to speak to him? So she went to go tell the manager that I was summoning him downstairs, and he came downstairs, and he was like, oh, come on up. And he just walked us through, and you guys are able to see that on the House episode, where he just walked us through. And it was so beautiful because it was just a matter of answer from people who were telling me no, but not accepting no from standing in a place of this is not for me, I can't afford it. I not only knew I could afford it because I'm rich first in spirit. And because I'm rich first in spirit, it doesn't matter what my bank account looked like. It didn't matter what I did or did not have or what I felt I could or could not afford. It was all a matter of what was my relationship like? What is my relationship like with Source? Because if I want it, I know I can have it because of who I am and because of who my boss is. So I want to share these secrets with you, and it's not just noise. There are so many people that took the class. I received a phone call last night where there were testimonials on the show, but I received a phone call last night from one of the girls that was part of the group, and she wanted to share with me that she forgot to share on the show how during her fast, that she was receiving like extra checks. She was receiving checks where people would call her and they would say, oh my gosh, I forgot to pay you 4 years ago or 10 years ago. Here, we owe you this $400 check, and we owe you this $30 check, and we owe you this $300 check. You forgot it. So, and it just came during a time that was very, needy within her life. But not just that, there's so many other houses that were manifested, health was changed, lives was changed, people were changed. I know more than anything, not just the material aspect of everything. I'm talking about the energy that was transpired there, the energy that was given out amongst us, even building and putting our energy together, created a portal that was protected by Source, a portal that was honored by Source, to allow all of us to manifest our dreams. And I know it's not just me, but I want to do a specific follow-up with the people that were part of the portal, and even in the next 90 days, have them come back again and tell you their specific story as to literally how much more has happened in their life, even after the entire vortex, the entire portal transpired. So, everyone, this is just beyond words. Everything is just beyond words. And like I said, this is something that you can use, keys you can use, your children can use. You will be an example to everyone around you, so you're going to be affecting others around you, your friends, your family, your loved ones. But these are keys. So I'm offering you keys. You're in the matrix right now. Do you have the keys? I'm the key keeper. And I know I'm the key keeper because I own my energy. And I preserve my energy. And I watch who I'm around. Not just watch who I'm around. I'm in vibrational alignment with the planetary codes. And I understand the alignment. And I respect the alignment. And I honor the alignment, and the alignment honors me. So this is why I always say these are fertile grounds. So yes, we have had people try to play us on here, try to come at us on some level. But it's like you're trying to go up against the universe. It's futile, and then you end up wreaking havoc within your own life. So you can use these grounds in any way that you would like to see fit. You can use these grounds to help you, or you can use these grounds to hurt you. It is up to you. So I highly recommend that you use these grounds to help you. Because who does not want help right now? I mean, it was nothing walking through bullets, especially when you look and think about it. There are children that are 2 years old and 8 months old that wake up to grenades and bombs. I mean, we're very, very fortunate here in the United States. We're very fortunate with things that we have. And like I was saying earlier, when you have a call in your life, if Spirit calls you to live in a tent under a bridge, then you have to live in a tent under a bridge. You know, if Spirit calls you to accept whatever you have to accept, whatever your path is, you have to make a decision to accept that. I've worn tennis bracelets where people will say, I love that tennis bracelet, Luke, and I'm like, you like it? Okay, and I'll take it off and I'll give it to them. Because it's material. Even this place, it's material. Your true assets are within, and the assets that are radiating from within you are the assets that's going to help create your reality on the outside of you. So what I merely do is show you how to deal first with the assets within yourself to manifest those assets out of you, to create the reality that you want. And you don't have to watch, Queen Elizabeth or all those famous celebrities. And I'm telling you, I've dated famous celebrities, and we have gone home to completely empty condos, completely empty houses. They just have a name. But I can sit here today and tell you, yes, I was offered to sell my soul. Do I still have my soul intact? Yes, I still have my soul intact, and 100% intact on top of that. Because my soul belongs to me. It belongs to no one. Not only that, you have to really think about it. If someone is asking you to sell your soul, then what type of individual are you that you're so glorious that someone would ask you to buy your soul from you? So if someone wants to give you an offer like that, then you have to really stop and ask yourself, are you missing something within yourself that someone else can see in you? So myself, even growing up in Hollywood and dating celebrities and having celebrity friends and watching them suffer at the cost of the music industry or the acting industry or the television industry and not benefiting from it, and then to this day still having to suffer or be taxed because of that. See, now we're in the hour of the true divine feminine, the true goddesses that are here to walk the planet on a whole other level of game. So anyone can call themselves a divine feminine. You can. You can claim the name. You can do whatever you want. Just like there's many gods and goddesses in ancient Egypt, there's also people that walk the planet right now that took on the names of the gods and goddesses within ancient Egypt, but are they living up to the part of those names? So my question to you is this: who are you as a divine feminine? Who are you as a divine masculine? And if you're a divine feminine or a true divine masculine, then trust me, the hour that we're in right now is going to tell you. Your life is going to tell it. Your life is going to show it. And it's going to tell those around you whether you've been merely just selling wolf tickets or are you really manifesting the things that are coming out of your mouth. Because now people don't want to buy wolf tickets anymore. They're tired of being lied to. They're tired of going to different congregations and churches and planting seeds and looking for hope and looking up in the sky and then they try to go back and get help for something. They don't have no tools. They're not walking. They're just giving a word of the day. But are you given tools to help you get out of your situation? And if you're given tools, what type of tools are you given? So that's what I'm offering you here. I'm offering you the tools. Okay. So it's up to you. Get your tool bag out. And if your tool bag is empty, I can fill it up. Right, Joy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know everyone. I just know that I can show you better than I can tell you. I can talk all day, but I can really show you better than I can tell you. And not only that, I have chosen a path for my own life, a path for my children, to where we don't have to accept less. When I told you guys I don't qualify for no government benefits, no welfare benefits, none of that stuff, I wasn't playing with you. That's not cool at all to be in a position in America to where you are standing on the land, which is very lawful, but you cannot take place or be a part of their governmental structure. Then you have no choice but to survive. And what's very deep about it is there's a lot of different organizations out there that are telling people to expatriate from the system. And then when you expatriate from the system, many of the women are finding themselves in situations where they're in relationships or marriages to where they will get stuck in a marriage or relationship that is very unhealthy for them. And because that relationship is very unhealthy for them, that relationship does not allow them any type of room to move forward on their own, especially after they've expatriated from the system. And then it becomes a danger to the woman and the child, especially if the woman and the child is not from that specific state or that specific area. And then they've been wrapped within their brain that the person that they're in a relationship with is the only person that's going to be there for them because they've had no family there for them. That could be very damaging. That has been very damaging to an entire nation of people. And what is even deep about it is that we have transitioned out of a patriarchal society to a matriarchal society. And because of that, it was very, very hard for a lot of masculine energies to accept the fact that these specific women that were already surrounding them in their specific households have this specific gift that even helped them excel and to succeed in life. However, these specific divine feminines that were in these specific households were muzzled within their speeches. And they were told that they either had to go into some type of relationship that was not conducive to their highest good, or if they wanted to be with the man, they had to accept what it is that he wanted for the relationship versus it being equal. And with that became not only damaging for the mother, but you have to realize, ladies, if you're not happy, then your baby's not happy. If you're in a situation that is hurt, harming, and injuring you, then trust me, no matter how you try to cover it up from the children, if you think you're in the other room, you think the children don't hear you, fighting or arguing or fussing, trust me, they feel you because you're the mother. So what type of life do you want for your children? What type of example do you want to set for your children? Because trust me, children do not do what you say. They do what they see you do. So what type of seeds are you planting for your babies? Are you showing your babies that it's okay for mommy and daddy to argue and not to get along? And think about the type of vibration that that's creating within your household. Think about what that's doing to not only your self-esteem, but their self-esteem. And yes, the masculine energy can work so hard, very hard, to go out and to provide for the household. And the feminine energy can do that as well. And both of you can work together as well. But there's a certain type of vibrational alignment that has to transpire and has to take place in order to bring about harmonious, holistic energy within that household, in order to bring about manifestation. And if there is no light in that house to help bring about that vibration, then there will be no manifestation. You can hustle all you want to. You can know that you're going to be the Jeffersons all you want to, but you're going to continue to go in circles because merely you're stuck in a karmic cycle at that point that's causing you to continue to go through that lesson over and over and over again until you say, you know what, enough is enough. Everything stops here. And this is not the life that I want for myself. This is not the life that I visualize for myself. And when you make a decision that you are the creator of your reality, not what someone told you, and not how someone made you feel, then that's when you'll really get it. And I'm telling you, I've been in relationships where I was dating the guy, you guys know I do music, and the guy would be upset because I didn't have his picture on my album cover. And I did the singing and the music and everything. And that was nice and all, but think about the logic of that. And then think about the weight that was on me for how I was made to feel because I did not uplift that person in their own egotistical glory out of a song that came out of my own spirit. I've always been the type of person to give and give and give, but I've had my ideas stolen. I've had friends smile in my face, roll in the car with me, sitting next to me, claiming my road dog. I'm not from Chicago. It's like 30 below zero. I had no way to the store to get food for days. I could not get a ride from anyone. I don't care how close they live to me. So I'm telling you, when you really need someone, the only person that's going to be there for you is yourself. And I really asked Spirit, I said, why is this the case that no one was there for me? No one could be there for me. And then why is that the case that there seems to be even no loyalty, even in not just Chicago, but all over the world? There's no loyalty and sisterhood and brotherhood. Why is it that people are not getting along? Why is it that someone can smile on your face so easy and claim they'll be there for you and they'll be your road dog? But then when you look around, no one's there for you. And Spirit made it very simple to me. People can't be there for you energetically when they cannot be there for themselves energetically. So how can you be upset with people for not being there for you and they're not there for themselves? So when Spirit told me that, it made so much sense to me. Like, wait a minute, I can't be mad at these people for not being there for me. These people have drug addicts, drug problems, alcohol problems. Half of the society is on medications, pills, some type of psychological issues, some type of stress, some type of anger, bitterness. So no matter, even if they want to be happy for you because you're getting ahead or you're excelling in life, they can't be happy for you because they're angry within themselves. And how can someone be there for you energetically, even to reach out to help you energetically when they merely can't stop for a second to wake up that day without a cup of coffee? And what was so deep about it was even me walking down the streets of Chicago at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and it just hit me. The reality of everything hit me. Like, I used to be a coffee head, I'm telling you. But then when I started walking down the streets of Chicago, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, I was headed to court. And I was like, wait a minute. If all these people just woke up, what the hell do they need coffee for? You just got some sleep. You really just got some sleep. What do you need coffee for? And then what's so deep about it is coffee only keeps you up for like jittery for maybe an hour, and then after that, you have such a deep crash. It's like a drug addict having a crash after being on drugs for 10 days. That's how deep the crash is from coffee. So I'm telling you, if you can be natural, if you can have any type of natural high on life, if you can merely get rid of your habits, then you'll begin to see clearer the things that you need to even do to help you see that, yes, this is some type of course that you do want to be a part of. Because the secrets and the tools that are given here, I can tell you all I want to hear on social media for free. I can tell you that. But I'm not going to do that. You know why? Because energy comes back in light form. And when energy comes back in light form, even if I gave it to you for free, guess what? There is no energy exchange. There is no charge to go into the current. See? See? Can you see the currency? Can you see? No, you can't see it because there is no current. There is no charge. And if there is no charge, that means that there's no way to manifest the current. So I'm trying to help you manifest the current. This is why even when the portal started, when I first started doing the portals, I merely made it donation based. And then even after people came in to make their donations, they saw just how much information was given out. I'm talking about classes I paid for, $800 classes, $5,000 classes, $8,000 classes that I paid for, where I gave away secrets and tools and insights. Then these classes all boiled down in one for people and merely for donations. And you know why I did it for donations and why I made that class like that? Because Spirit told me to. And the reason that I felt it was so important because that first specific group of people that literally knew Spirit was speaking with them, their donation was actually worth more to Spirit than anything because they got more out of that class than they donated. I can assure you that they did. And they can assure you that they did. And what is so deep and so powerful about it is that they can take these tools to last them a life cycle, a lifetime. And this is not something that you can go to college for. This comes from the school of hard knocks. This comes from a school of me basically having to go through all the hurt, harm, and injury for you guys, just for me to say, you know what, I'm about to share these tools with you guys so that way you don't have to go through it. And when you don't have to go through it, then how much more powerful is that? If you have somebody saying, hey, I'm about to give you some secrets, and all you have to do is invest in yourself, because once you invest in yourself, you're going to get these tools back. It's a no-brainer if you really think about it. I mean, look, I know you can look behind me in the window right here. You see that? The Sears Tower, look how close that is to you. I think that's the Sears Tower. I don't know what that is. If you're from Chicago, maybe you know, who knows. I want to show you guys around. Hold on just a second, okay? Let me show you. And if you're on Blog Talk, then you're just gonna have to look at maybe news. Hold on a second. I'm trying to hold this up the best way I can. Alright, I don't know how I can do this. Let's see. Hold it, yeah. One of the lights or something. Yeah. Bye, tribe. You got it wrong. All right, hold on. I'm trying to show you. Now, like I said, we just moved in. I just got the keys yesterday. So we got the box. Yeah, one more light off. One more light off. One more light off, girl. Get the lights off, girl. Yeah, we can see it. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, yeah, now you can really see
Yeah,
it.
so that's my view out my window, and I can't get it closer for you, or I would get it closer. This is my balcony over here. You can bring the phone next to me too, babe, so they can hear. This is my balcony, and if you look over here to the left of the picture, that is the actual lake over there. That's the Chicago Lake Shore. And then the buildings that you see behind me, that is all, it looks like a postcard. And then these are, I can't show you down, I can't show you closer, everyone. I would love to, but maybe, yeah, I actually did
a version of it on the House of L. So if you guys look at the episode that we're gonna upload later tonight, I actually show you the river. It's right under us, literally right under us. So I just want to show you guys that you are worthy of greatness. You can have this for yourself too, because you're worth it. You're worth it. But what have you been telling yourself? Like, what type of surroundings have you been surrounding yourself by? Hold on, I'm gonna try to show you something else. If I can pull it off.
It's cold.
So this is my balcony. I have like a really huge, balcony. It's really long, very super long. Can you hold it up?
Is that better?
Yeah. No, it's actually.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. So that is this is my balcony. And literally from my balcony, you can see there's a skating rink. There's an ice skating rink down there. There's the lake right there, like 2 buildings away. There's a lake. There is, oh my gosh, there's so much to name around here. It's not even funny. But maybe another time when I get my setup finished, then I'll be able to show you guys more. But this is not just for me.
Let it go. Okay, you put it down.
Is it time for light off?
Yeah, you can
One for one light.
one light. So this is not for me. This is for me to share with you. I give it back to you. Because if my vibration is kept high, then guess what I can do? I can continue to share positive message and keep your vibration high to help you, get to the same level of expectancy within yourself. My job here on the planet is to help people with ascension technique, help you ascend. And I'm not just talking about it, I'm talking about actually being showing it. Using my life as an example. I have nothing to hide. My life is on display, as you can see. I share my life, my family with the world. I have been sharing my story with the world. I have nothing to hide at all. For what? This is not my life. I have made myself a living sacrifice for each and every one of you to know that you are worthy. Know that you are merely just like me. I'm just like you. You know what I mean? Like, we're equal. We really are. And I don't have a problem being equal with you as long as your vibrational alignment is high. I do have the right to refuse service to low vibrational beings because that is not my portal. I don't want to tap into that. And I do not accept the terms and conditions of those contracts. Therefore, I do not write or reside with those energies. And we have gone so long in our life dealing with energies that have not helped serve our highest good. And because those energies have not helped serve our highest good, you really have to get to a point in time in your life where you say, you know what, I've tried all those things. What can I do now to make a difference in my life? What can I do now to change myself, to be different within myself, to help myself? I'm telling you, I've cried so many tears. Me and this girl have cried so many tears. I'm telling you, woo. I'm telling you. Especially when we hit this twin flame journey. And that journey itself, when the ancestors begin to show us, like, look, honey, it is not about your twin. If you can't merely learn to love yourself, then how can you expect anyone else to love you? And I was like, oh my gosh. And then when I started dealing with myself, I was like, ooh, that's not cool. No, 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 no. No wonder my twin was crying. Oh, no, man. But what I love about it was the experience and the experience of getting to know myself and getting to know what I'm capable of because of my love for myself. And now I'm like in love with myself. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. I'm able to share my love of myself with the world. And I want you to experience your love with yourself as well because it's there. But I want to show you how it's there. So if you go to the website, Nubian News with a Z, that's NUBIANNEWZ, NUBIANNEWZ.net, NUBIANNEWZ.net. Go to that website, okay, take a look around and see what it is that you can utilize that will help you invest within yourself. Okay? So whether you are looking to make a donation just to tap into the portal for Fertile Ground to make a donation, that's going to go right back to you. I'm pretty sure you'll immediately see the blessings within the blessings within your own life. Or if you're trying to find out why you're here on the planet, what is your reason for being? What are your karmic debts? What are you here to do? What are your children here to do? What are you here to do with your twin flame, your soulmate, your relationship that you're in? Are you having karmic challenges with family, with friends, with money, with loved ones? No, I'm not a psychic. I'm cold. And I can show you some things that a psychic can never show you. I can go deep within the Akashic records of your own vibrational being and show you things that you have never even heard of before about yourself. And by the time you get off the call with me, or by the time you finish your entire download with me, I'm sure that your life will never be the same. Very sure. So, I want to show you how to tap within those tools of yourself and to manifest the things that you want to manifest for your life, because it is time for you to bring about change. Look at the times that we're in. Now, you can utilize these times for good or for bad. You can look at all the doom and gloom. You know, you can continue to make your environment an excuse. Your environment is not an excuse. You keep making up an excuse as to why you keep accepting your environment. But have you been given the tools how to ascend or transcend past your environment? And that's really what I'm here to show you. So it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in the United Kingdom, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in Brazil, France, London, South America, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are all over the world, I am merely offering you an opportunity of a lifetime. I would love to see you fly out. If you can fly out and be here, and I know many of you can, because many of you have already done it before, but I would love to see you back here again. I would love to see you fly out and merely meet me here. Meet me here in Chicago on January the 31st during a super full moon eclipse. Okay, first of all, did you guys even look up how rare this super full moon eclipse is? And the vibrational alignment that's happening, not just during that time, but how you can even use this specific portal for certain energies and vibrations. What are you using the energies for? So I'm going to show you how to use these specific energies to manifest the things that you want in your own life. But do you believe that you are worthy of this manifestation? Do you believe that I'm talking to you? This may not be for you. And that's not what I'm talking about, that's fine. It's not your time. But if you know it's your time and you want it to be your time, it can be. But you have to really love it and own it and be a part of it. Because being a part of it is actually being a part of you. And don't you really think that you've already missed out on enough in life? I mean, I don't know about you, but I may have like about 5 or 6 different types of bachelor's and master's, PhDs and doctorate degrees, and I've never once been able to use not one of my degrees inside of the American corporate system at all. So if that has been you, then I'm merely offering you an opportunity of a lifetime to show you some things about yourself that no one can show you. Especially when you come in person. What I love about it when you come in person is you not only get to meet me in person, but you get one-on-one, you get, oh my gosh, there's so much, everyone. I don't even know how to tell you what is offered in person, but the main thing is being part of vibration with others that are just like you, that are going to be there as well as we will be having a luncheon at the same time, so we're going to be eating some really good holistic food, and we're going to eat like gods and goddesses. I love it because you'll be able to meet other galactic sisters and galactic brothers who are just like you, and you'll be able to meet friends to be able to bond for a lifetime. What you got, Emily?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you hear all that practice?
My goodness. So that's like in person. That's in person. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get that fixed. So that's not just in person, but there is a virtual portal that is going on as well. So if you cannot make it out, then we do have a virtual portal for those of you that are overseas and you can't make it out. I know that the 31st is on a Monday. So the good thing about it is that we're having 2 different sessions going on that day. One is at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and the other one is at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So go on the webpage and sign up for the one that suits you. And I would be so excited to meet each and every one of you. There is specific hotel discounts and rates that you can take part of, but that information will not be given until you purchase your ticket. There's also certain airline rates that you can tap into and be a part of, but that information will not be given either until you purchase your ticket. Okay, but it's a matter of how you gonna say that not to purchase my ticket? See, you already in poverty consciousness because you're not trusting spirit, and that's the whole point of this: is going with the flow and being in vibrational alignment with spirit, and knowing that no matter what it looks like, that if you want it and you hear the call. Remember the old saying, or was it a biblical saying? I forgot who said this. But it was like, my sheep know my voice. And not just my sheep know my voice, but spiritual people know spiritual people. So if spiritual people know spiritual people, then trust me, ain't nobody just going to be claiming spirituality in this hour. They're not spiritual. They're going to get called out among spiritual people. For real. You can't do that. That's not something that you can just claim and just, wear a badge like, I'm spiritual today. No, it doesn't work that way. That would be pretty interesting. I think I tried that. I'm going to just keep it really, really real. I think I tried that, and I think I bumped my head one too many times that caused me to say, you know what, I'm not doing that anymore. You can't half-step this walk. You can't do that. Because you'll notice a difference when you try to half-step it and when you do it 100% holistic. There's a huge difference. So being here in person not only gets you your relationship with me and your other sisters and brothers of your Galactic Soul family, but imagine meeting people in person from all over the world that are so amazingly powerful and oh my gosh, just the energy vortex that that's brought up alone, that right there, that speaks volumes. So I'm excited to just even be able to offer this opportunity to give you some keys, some tools that you're going to take back with you. And
I came here last minute, right? I came here last minute ticket. Tell them how much it was. Tell them how much it was. This is how Spirit wanted me to be here.
okay, so this girl said, she was like, fuck that girl. I'm just keep it real. That's exactly what she said. I know if you told me too, because you heard her on the phone with me recording her. She was like, if I could be there for you and be on that plane, girl, when you turn the key and turn that lock to open that door to be in your place, I will be right there, girl. And I was like, well, girl, you never know. You never know. Next thing you know, we look up, I kid you not, this was like 3 days before she flew out. Was it like 3 days after the report? Yeah, it was like 3 days before she flew out. Oh my gosh, girl, I couldn't find nobody to help me. Nobody to help me at all. I couldn't find nobody to help me nobody. I couldn't even find nobody to take me around to look for no spot. And it was like 30 below zero, it was snowing. I'm not from Chicago. I always grew up in the heat. That's why I keep mentioning that, because that's really deep to me. I was born in Florida, raised in California, but I lived in Arizona. You know, that's like 150 degrees heat. You know what I mean? So then for me to go from that to like 30 below, and I'm like literally on the train or having to walk or looking for a place, it was pretty big. So Lloyd was like, girl, if I could be there for you, I would be there, right by your side. And this girl manifested, she manifested a plane ticket. I called her, I don't know, I woke up at like 5:55 or something like that in the morning for prayer or meditation. And when I woke up, I just called her. I was like, boy, I forgot what I called her about, but I called her really early. But she calls me every morning anyways. This girl, oh my gosh, she texts me every morning. Good morning, best friend. How are you, best friend? You okay? She's always checking on me. But this specific morning, I called her first. And when I called her, we started looking all over the internet for airline tickets. I don't know what made us do that. What prompted us to do that.
I don't even remember. I don't know. It was because you needed to do something. You needed something done. No one around here was like wanting to do it. They were available to do it. They just didn't want to. Yeah. And that pissed me off. You know? That pissed me off too. Yeah, that really that hurt my heart. That I couldn't be here. You know, help my best friend out when she needs help, or she needs to get somewhere, or she needs food and it's cold as hell. You know? Yeah. So, you know, her babies are my baby. And no one, they didn't have a way, you know, to get out and in the freezing weather to go get some food with it. But that hurt, you know?
Oh my gosh. I was sitting here sometimes with no food.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm okay, girl. I'm just waiting on I'm waiting on a client now to come through. When I get a client, then I'll be able to eat something. And she'll be like, girl, go check your PayPal. And I was like, what? She was like, fuck that girl. When I eat, you eat. And I was like, oh my gosh, this girl just like taking me into tears. And she's always looked out for me and my girls like that. And like she's really showed her loyalty as friendship. I never asked for any of that. I never expected any of that. She's just taken me back to where I had this whole notion of, I guess, what friendship was supposed to be. Like I don't even know if I've ever really experienced true friends. And Moya has truly been a true friend. And not just being a true friend, she's my personal assistant. You know, I love it because she's someone who I can trust, who I can really count on, who I can depend on. And then what's even more powerful about this, everyone, wait till you hear this part, okay? This is what's deep about it. Okay, so we're in vibrational alignment, right? We know we're in vibrational alignment. Now, I'm always used to taking the train and everything. As I'm used to taking the train, getting around Chicago and everything, I end up manifesting this spot. I don't know, I'm right by the water, literally like 2 buildings from the water. And I'm like, dang, is there even a train around here? Like, is there a bus that goes through here? Like, how do you get around? And the girls and I, we showed it on House of El when we went to Soul Vegetarian. It's a vegan restaurant where they have like mostly, you know, vegetarian food. And the driver that picked us up that day, ended up talking to me about spirituality and live food and holistic food. And we ended up into this deep conversation about raw food, the raw food diet, and eating right, and the holistic life, things of that nature. And what's so powerful about it is, yes, spiritual people know spiritual people, but then to be able to meet someone based off of their diet, that's a whole nother level. So I met this driver based off of his diet. Him and I ended up hitting it off in such a way to where he's like, oh, I'm your driver. Wherever you need to go, I got you. I'm gonna be there for you. And this girl will tell you, this man calls me like 7 o'clock in the morning, like, you need to go anywhere? You need something to do? Where you need to take you? And no matter what, he's there, like the drop. And then he calls me just to tell me his schedule and to make sure that wherever he drops us off, he calls us, you good? You need to go somewhere, you need to do something. This girl got stuck at the airport. We're supposed to get a car.
Something happens.
Things happen, but we know everything happens for a reason. So we ended up hitting this guy up, and he was like, "Where's she at?" And I was like, "She's at O'Hare, and O'Hare is like about 45 minutes away from us." And this guy was like, "Give her my number," and I gave Noah the number. They talked, and he picked this girl up within a half hour. It's a 45-minute drive. How did he get her within a half hour? I have no clue.
The blessing.
Yeah.
Because I never be anywhere without a car. Like in Florida, I always have a car. And I came here expecting to have a car. Some things happened. And I was like, wow, I can't really want to stop. So yes, we called this guy he came and got here in half an hour, which was such a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Because he's been, oh my gosh. And then we started everything from scratch.
You didn't tell him how much of that plane ticket was. That's how much Spirit wanted me to be here.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so, sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay, so we were looking for a plane ticket within 72 hours before it was time for me to move. We went looking for this plane ticket, and we saw tickets 500, 600, and we were like, okay, girl, we're 600. Then we saw 4, but okay, let's get better. And then, as you know, I looked at myself, let me check one company. I don't want to mention the company. But I was like, let me check this one company. We checked this one company, and tickets were $88, including taxes.
Yes. And you cannot tell us that when Spirit wants you somewhere, Spirit will give you.
Yeah. The ticket was
last minute.
72 hours before it was time for me to move. Her ticket, round trip,
yeah,
including taxes, was $88.
Yeah.
And this girl was here, just like she said, just like she spoke with her words, girl, I would love to be able to with the girls and turn that key. And her butt was standing right there with me at the front door, and she was like, girl, lives are gonna change as I'm turning the key. She's like, lives are changing right now, girl. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it was like turning the key to like a golden lock or something.
Like a gateway.
Yeah, like a gateway, a portal. We felt it. And what was beautiful about it was how she manifested. She manifested saying, I want to be there for your best friend. I want to make sure I'm there with you. I'm there for the Vibe Tribe. And I got you, girl. I got your back. I'm going to show that I'm a loyal friend. I'm going to show that I'm there for you. And she's been here on my side. By my team, and then what made it even colder, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm running like all these different businesses. I'm a big executive woman, and I have more businesses that I run that you guys don't even know about, that you see, that are behind the scenes on top of that. And more things I'm a part of that I help with, with so much other stuff. But to have Noy here with me for the past 72 hours, this girl has been cooking and cleaning for me, and oh my gosh, she's been folding my clothes up, making my bed up. She's been, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, this girl is like acting like, I don't know.
Every man's dream.
Every man's dream, for real.
I say, I don't care. I am every man's dream. For real. But I only do it for people I love them.
I know, she's been such an asset to me and the girls. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got so much other stuff done. I could not have done this. The stuff I got done when this girl was here, I could not have done this. There was no way I could have done this by myself. I could not have done this by myself. I mean, I could have, not a problem, but it would have been so much more pain in the butt. And the way that everything has been going down and just how she's been there, I'm telling you, she's been here for me. And also I have another friend of mine, he's been there for me. And he lives in Australia. And I'm like really, really happy for him being there for me in such a way. He has really come through as well as a really beautiful friend. And Spirit has been showing me this alignment of friends who are my true friends. No matter what their title is, if people claim that they're your friends, especially if you have not done anything to hurt anyone, and you always show your loyalty as a person who try to be there for people and help people, and then when you need help and you want someone to be there for you, Spirit will show you who your true friends are, who your true friends are, who your true family is. And through this experience alone, I have been shown friends and family that has been more loyal to me than friends and family that I've had my whole entire life, than blood. So that's why I tell you that, this whole bloodline thing, it can get very deep when you start looking at the reality of it. Because that could be the very thing that's holding you back. If you're using that title of so-called friends and family to be your front door ticket to whatever it is that you need in life, but then when they're not there for you, then you feel down on yourself. Or those are the very people that are holding you back. Or those are the very people that have done things that have hurt, harmed, and injured you to where you'd either lost your mind, been somewhere in jail, be somewhere jacked up, you've been lied to with all your friends, your family, people have looked at you certain ways, all because of what these specific individuals have done or said to you. But yet, for you to still fight through it and for you to still prevail through it and to still push past that and to still get yourself to a certain level of vibration to where you're like, all right, look, I don't have nobody here. There's nobody here for me. It's just source that's here for me. And when you get to that place of where you know that you're in divine alignment and you don't even worry about it. You don't worry about who people are gonna, people will be mad at you. Like people literally, this is my business. This is what I do. I help people for a living. I help people for a living. And family know what I do, and so-called friends know what I do. But they will go to strangers, total strangers, around me and literally purchase their sales and their businesses, but merely come to me and ask me for it for free. And because it's me, they won't give me that same respect, but they'll give it to a total stranger. But what is deep about it was, it's cool because now Spirit has shown me that they weren't supposed to come to help me at all. They weren't supposed to be a part of helping me in any way, shape, or form. Because when it is time for Spirit to bless you, when it is time for you to get your manifestations, for you to get your glory shine on, then not one of those people that went outside of you can merely lift the tongue or their voice or their mouth to even speak and say, it was me that helped you. It was me that helped you do this. And if it wasn't for me purchasing that product from you, then you would have never got there. So I'm so happy that not one person that I know, that I used to call friends or family, has helped me in any way, shape, or form. Because not one single person that I knew that I call friends and family has ever purchased any products or services from me ever. And that was very powerful, even with the story of Yeshua, because if you remember Yeshua, he was not recognized within his own camp. He was only recognized outside of his camp. Same story as Buddha, Lakshmi, Oshun, Bhagavad Gita. Same story as all the master teachers. Their family was not there. Their immediate so-called friends were not there. It was perfect strangers who came along at a specific time to help them with their vibrational alignment. And it was that way for a reason. That way no one can ever look at you and say, hey, you owe me something. And I'm going to tell you right now, what is so deep about my whole experience, I only been in here for about 48 hours. Within those 48 hours, I have received about 10 different emails from people who I thought they fell off the face of the earth. I received 10 different emails from people I never even heard. I didn't even know what happened to them, but I
invited them to events to help me. My ideas were stolen, all that. But they just came out the blue. And now they want to be friends. Even family members just came out the blue. And all of a sudden they want to build and mend relationships. And I don't know why these relationships weren't supposed to be mended and built before. But in these relationships of so-called friends and family, within the past 24 hours, over 13 different emails from people who I just fell off the face of the earth, over 20 different phone calls from so-called friends and family who I haven't even heard from in years at all. And it just breaks my heart that people have even come at me like, oh, you're not gonna help me? Oh, you're not gonna look out for me? Like now it's like I owe them something. And now I see why Spirit never allowed none of them to help me at all. Because if they did help me anyway, then that would have been the first thing they threw in my face. Like, oh, you remember I gave you some clothes. No, you didn't give me no clothes. You were about to throw that bag out to Goodwill and out to the trash, and I happened to catch the bag before it went to the trash. So that's what's deep about it, and that's what Spirit wants to show each and every one of you too. That when you come into vibrational alignment, there are going to be those who you thought were friends and those who you thought were family, or people just coming out of the woodworks that all of a sudden want to be friends and family, but you already have been put up on game by Spirit, by Source, and you already recognize those spirits. You already recognize those vibrations. You're a seer now. You are a knower now, and you know that's all game and script. And because you know that's all game and script, it is up to you at that point if you want to tap into those vibrational energies. And as far as I'm concerned, I really don't have time to entertain those specific energies because when I needed those specific energies weren't there for me. So I choose to keep my mentality in higher vibrational alignment, and I owe no one anything. And because I owe no one anything except my vibe track, except my seed, and except myself. I'm the only person that I owe myself something to because I have been down on myself. I have not felt that I was worthy. I have not felt that I was loved. All because of the specific individuals that I just finished talking about that were around me, that talked about me, backbited against me, hated on me, pulled me down in their low vibrational within themselves because they didn't love themselves. So therefore, they couldn't love me enough to show me how to love myself. But I cannot merely even for 1 second at this point look back and tap into those energies because where I'm at right now, I continue to make sure that my vibrations are always high. And because my vibrations are high, I have to keep my children's vibrations high because I'm the only one that is here for me at the end of the day. My children are the only ones that are here for me at the end of the day. And no matter what happens to me in life, it's always only been me and my children. And it will always only be me and my children. And because of that, these are some tools that I want to show you too. That is not just you and your children, but your real true family is your spiritual family. And you're going to learn that. You're going to learn that no matter how much blood that people say blood is thick in the water, no, honey. Sometimes that water is pretty good too. Matter of fact, how can spirit move unless it is through water? Because blood is kind of thick, right? And because blood is so thick, you can't even see past the blood sometimes enough to know the drama and the BS and the frivolousness that is going on behind the scenes. So it is your life, it is your choice, it is up to you which vibrational portals that you want to align with. You circle shift on people. You make the choice that you want to make for yourself. This is your life, so you live it, you own it, you be a part of it. If your friends and your family and your loved ones have not supported you, support yourself. Be there for yourself. Invest in yourself. If you can invest in a cell phone, then you can invest in yourself. You know how many children I see that are in high school that got Apple phones and iPhones and Samsung Galaxies? Those are like $600 and $700 cell phones. So if you can buy that cell phone for your child, you can merely invest in a package for you that's going to help change your life and transform your life. And if you don't do that, then that is on you. Because you have merely been given an opportunity of the keys right in front of you. And as the train is going by, it is up to you to catch the train, or it's up to you to miss the train at this point in time. Because the trains aren't waiting for anybody anymore. It's either you're going to be a part of a vibrational alignment that's going to be conducive to your highest good, or you're going to sit there and you're going to wallow in misery, and you're going to be sad because somebody didn't give you something, or somebody wasn't there for you. So what? Somebody wasn't there for you. Maybe they weren't meant to be there for you. Maybe they weren't meant to be there for you because you're not taking the investment and the initiative to be there for yourself. So what are you doing in taking that initiative and that investment to be there for yourself? What are you doing? Are you still sitting around and crying over your twin flame? And wishing that they love you and that they see you and that they get you? I'm telling you, you're going to be highly disappointed if that's what you're waiting for. You will be very highly disappointed. You deserve better than that. You owe yourself more than that. So, yes, you can go ahead and dislike the video all you want to, but I'm telling you, I'm going to stay in your head. Why? Because you just used your energy to dislike a video that has something to do with telling you about yourself and how you have merely been missing the mark, all because of your own inner bitterness and your own inner anger that you want to take out on somebody else because you're taking a YouTube video too serious. Something that could have helped you grow, something that could have helped you manifest greatness within yourself. But because someone came along to tell you the truth that triggers something within you that you don't want to hear, guess what it's going to do? Yes, you're going to be upset about it, but guess what's going to happen? You're still going to end up manifesting people that come along in your life that's still going to end up telling you the same thing, except in a different form, in a different person, in a different environment, in a different situation, until you get it, because you're in a karmic cycle. And until you learn to break that karmic cycle, you're going to continue to have the same experiences that you have been experiencing. So, that was a lot. That was a lot. But it had to be said. So, I just want to give each and every one of you the opportunity of a lifetime to go to newbienews.net. Noe will be there. Noe's going to be here.
Yes, come meet us, it'll be fun.
Yes, come meet us. Come meet us.
And others.
And others. Yes, and others. And we're going to have some really good holistic food. And then you guys get to meet our new driver too. Matter of fact, we manifested a couple of new drivers, actually.
We did.
Yeah. A couple of new drivers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is powerful. Does the Jefferson have drivers? Did they?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember them having.
I don't remember. If they did have one, I don't think they had two. We actually manifested two drivers. Well, I did, but she's not from Chicago, so I manifested two drivers. If I want to take the train, I can take it. If I want to take the bus, I can take it.
But they're here for both of us.
But they're for both of us.
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful. But what I love about it more than anything is that it's a vibrational alignment. And whatever you need, like I was just telling somebody today, as a matter of fact, this morning, that when you are in alignment with spirit, you don't have to chase people to help you. People will chase you to help you. Let me say it again. When you're in vibrational alignment, you don't have to chase people to help you. People will chase you to help you. It is very true. And if someone is merely teaching you or speaking that they can teach you ascension technique or techniques to help you manifest things, make sure that they're being an example of their own affirmations. Make sure that you're merely tapping into fertile ground. Even if you don't start here with me or you don't manifest here with me, then make sure that I just gave you a tool right there that you can take with you that can last through the life cycle. And you can merely save yourself from a bunch of drama and trouble by merely learning to, to follow suit and pay attention to the signs and synchronicities and go with the flow. When there's a flow, flow with the river. Right? Have a beautiful river. The girls, oh my gosh. I don't even know. What's it called? The Chicago Bean? The Blue Bean? Now, my daughter knows more about this than me, but she wouldn't. I tried to give them the master bedroom. That's what was so deep about it, but she wouldn't take the master bedroom because they wanted to see this view of the river right below their window and the Chicago Blue Beam. Then they can see the skating rink, they can see the Sears Tower, they can see, oh my goodness, beautiful view. It's so much over there. I really wish I could take this laptop further, but like I said, if you guys watch the House of Art episode, you can see further into the vision. And what I love about it is that we had this thing where we kept saying we're looking for a place, and the place was a snow globe. And I live in a snow globe because it's supposed to snow on Sunday. So I look forward to me and the girls experiencing our snow globe. And what's even more beautiful than that is we don't just have a snow globe, we're actually experiencing living inside of a postcard. That is what's very powerful about this. Because I'm telling you, the view was just so beautiful when I woke up this morning to give my affirmations, to speak to the universe and to source. Usually I'm so tired, I just like, oh my God, like sometimes I'll doze off and go back to sleep, and I'm telling you, the second I opened my eyes, I was just like, I'm ready for this, let's do this. And then since Noah's been here, we've been speaking our affirmations together, and we've been going in about 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah. About 2 or 3 times a day. But this is just a way of life for my girls and I. We absolutely love that we're able to share this experience with her. And I want you to tell them what you said about what you thought that my spiritual life was like. What you thought you had to do. She said she thought she had to come in and do some chanting,
I don't know.
Crazy.
I'm like thinking, before I even came here, I'm thinking, man, kind of which one is this girl?
You got the camera right here.
But I know, I'm just like looking at the view too. But yeah, I'm like thinking, man, what kind of ritual does she do? I'm thinking it's like kind of elaborate or something like that. She's got candles going. I don't know. Especially when she does the 4 to 6 a.m. Prayer thing. So I'm thinking she's got her, sitting there, legs crossed or something like that, in her like own position or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what I was expecting. But then it's like coming here and seeing her do this and waking up with her, at 4 or 5 in the morning, and it was just basically prayer, like we were talking to each other. And I'm like, that's it? And I'm here thinking about my own situation at home, talking about I don't have my own space and things like that. And you know what? It really didn't matter. It didn't matter how I did it, where I did it, that I should just be doing it. And it's just funny. We were laughing about it. I seriously thought she had some sort of like little elaborate, prayer ritual going on with her little wands or something. I don't know. I don't know. Little wands.
My wands aren't.
I don't know. But it was so simple. It's so simple, and now it's like when I go back home, now I know what to do. So there is no excuse for why I would be able to do it and even get up every day before the 6 or something like that. There's really no excuse.
And it's fun. It's fun. It's about fun.
And it's fun.
It's fun.
And it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It feels amazing knowing that, you just got up for not even 5 minutes or whatever it is, say your prayers and hey, go back to sleep.
Yeah. Today I was so tired though. That's one thing about it. It can be very tiring. But today I had to extra push through it, and I was able to make it through it because she helped assist me so much today. And I know she's flying back tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to, get her live on the Goddezz Globe, because we have this Goddezz Globe popping off on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. And we promised you guys that we'd be back in January, but I was in the middle of the move, and she was in the middle of the move, and we decided to do this last minute too. We were like, okay, let's go on and tell them about this opportunity that we're offering them. The opportunity was merely based off of this mastermind portal, and we started going in to meditate about it, and we asked Spirit, what do you want us to do? And Spirit was like, give the word and let them know what's going down. And we're like, Spirit says move, we are moving it. And we're letting everyone of you know that people will be here. They're gonna show up.
And what's deep about it is, aren't you tired of like turning on the radio or the YouTube and you're hearing about other people manifest stuff and you're like, oh man, I missed another one. Like, don't let that be you this time. For real, invest in yourself. Don't let that be you. Be a part of it. Finally, I mean, you're at the beginning of the year. You're at the beginning of the year doing an 11 vibration on top of that. And January sets the tone for the rest of the year. So if January set the tone for the rest of the year, then you set the tone for yourself. What are you doing, beloved? You have to know and believe in yourself. And if you're not believing in yourself, then no one else is going to believe in you either, because you've been putting that energy out there to not believe in yourself. So therefore, you keep getting that same old recycled vibration. And it's time for you to stop it. You know, because that's not cool at all. At all. And I want to see you do good. I want to see you get the things that you want in life. I help so many people, and I help change lives. And a lot of the things that I do, when I do help people change their life, is a lot of things. It's like I look at like, you guys, you could have been doing this. You could have. I wish I would have met you sooner, so I could have been giving you these keys. And these keys that I'm here to offer you, to give you, they will last a lifetime. They will last a life cycle. They are keys that are already embedded within your Akashic records. And I merely go into your records with you and help you pull out those things that are here to help you manifest the things that you know that you were always destined to manifest. But I can't help you if you're not willing to help yourself. I can't help you if you don't feel that you are helpable, if you don't believe in yourself, if you are around groups and portals that will cause you to 1 second be like, yeah, it sounds good, but then the second you're not under my voice, then you step back and there will be one thing that'll come along that'll be like, oh, no, you can't afford that. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't afford not to be there. The things that's been going on in your life already up to this point, you can't afford to miss it. So you tell yourself you can't afford to be here if you want to, and allow that little devil on your shoulder to convince you that you're not worthy of the greatness that is here for you. This, my dear friend, is colder than the golden ticket at the Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
Seriously, I mean, it's like we all have gifts and things like that in our own ways, you know. And I've always said this myself, is I want to master manifestation. I want to. That's like a superpower. Like, why would you not want a superpower like that? Real. You know, if you say you can't afford it, then you know what? You truly won't be able to afford it.
Yeah,
you really won't.
And we don't even want you around, actually. I'm telling you,
seriously,
the type of people that is here and that are showing up, they know they can afford it.
Yes.
And not only that, even if they can't afford it, they still are invested in themselves anyways, because they already know they're going to get back.
And that's the positive mindset that you have to start with, you know. And pretty much like, and I just lost what I was about to say about manifesting stuff, but I just lost it. I'm like, I was about to say something too, and I just lost it. Well, so you know,
remember.
I know, that's so bad, that's so bad. But, I mean, you really have to have that positive mindset. And if spirit, if you're really meant to be here, you will manifest. You can manifest those $88 tickets, $100 plane tickets, or whatever it is that, you know what I'm saying? It can be affordable, you know?
If you're going overseas, I've had heard stories of people that had to go to the UK last minute, or France, or Africa last minute, and they were able to manifest round trip tickets for $300, $400 last minute. I mean, within the same week. And I'm telling you, when things are meant for you, no one can take that opportunity away from you. No one can stop you from being there. No one can stop you from being a part of that portal, because you were designed to be there by destiny, by fate.
Right.
So when you know that you were, I keep checking the blog talk, sorry, that's why I keep giving you guys kisses on YouTube. But when you guys know that you are destined to be a part of something so great and so magical, then you won't short yourself. And that's what I'm merely telling you.
you've been shorting yourself because you've been lied to, you've been bamboozled, you let everybody else lie to you. Look at you. If you have a television in your house, then you've been lied to. You've been telling lies to your vision. You really have. And you've been allowing others to tell lies to your vision. That's why it's called the telling lies. But that's the whole point. It's time for you to dream the things within you that you know that you are meant to manifest from within your own dreams. Because I know many of you will say, I had a dream about it. I had a dream about it. Well, it's time to stop dreaming about it. It's time to be about it and to walk about it. This is the time of the true gods and the goddesses. And I'm telling you, not just this specific manifestation portal. Oh my gosh, I'm excited because we're going to have massive conferences this year. We are going to have massive vortexes and portals. And look in the link. There's so many benefits to even being a member here at your venues. And I would not just love for you to be a part of it, but being a part of it is going to change your life in such a way to where I'm very sure that you will literally be leaving some type of testimony about it and helping someone else. And that's the whole point of helping you to where my helping you will spread like wildfire. Noise helping you, it's going to spread like wildfire. And things like this is contagious. Just like negativity is contagious, just think of how positivity is contagious as well. And there's always two sides of the coin. We're talking about the side of the coin that is tail. The tail. Okay? Not the heads. Because you've been in your head too long to make yourself feel that you can't manifest greatness for yourself. We're talking about the tails. Like tails from the grips. You know what I mean? So if you really can catch my drift, then you'll know that we are literally trying to show you some tools within yourself where you can manifest the life that you can manifest greatness for yourself. And it is time for you to step back from, really feel like you're not worthy, really feel like you're not part of it, that you can't be part of it. Something so great, especially during a time of conscious co-creation. So we're talking about a whole nother level of conscious co-creation. I mean, I love Abraham Hicks and all, but you ain't never seen Abraham Hicks in a shootout. And 5 years later, she manifests something like this. So what's up, Abe? I'm just kidding. It's all good though. But what I want you guys to know is these are sacred times, and when you know that you're a spiritual being, you shall walk with fire, and you shall not be burned. Especially when you know that your ancestors and your ratios and your guides they got you. And what's so beautiful about it is developing that relationship with your ratios and with your guides, and allowing them to show you things and tools that are right there deep within you. So if you're on the blog talk, then I'm going to cut the show here. We're still going to be going live on YouTube, but remember to get your tickets at uvnewswithaz.net. I would love to see you there. I would love to see each and every one of you there. Hold on, everyone. I'm going to time out, but I would love to see you there, and not just see you there, I would love to meet you in person. And I'd love to have you part of such an epic event, right? So, I want to actually end this show tonight with a song by the Divine Masculine, who is a part of our group. And I did get to play the song before, but I want to play it tonight. It's really beautiful. Because I need each and every one of you to know that you're very beautiful. So you're very beautiful. I love you guys. I love you. There it is. Okay. I love this song. It's so pretty. He's singing the song really good. the Divine Masculine's page. If you guys want to go check his page out, he has a really good page on great page on YouTube. He has a really good page on YouTube, and he's offering great tools to those of you divine masculines that are out there that need some assistance, but you need assistance from a brother or brother that's in vibrational alignment with the times. And he was a part of our class for the winter vortex, so go check out his page. And I just want to support him because he's definitely like, he did a little promo to share his journey here and what it was like for him on the vortex. And I know for a fact that many of you are going to see more dealing with him in the coming days ahead. So this is kind of the beginning stage of his journey, the Divine Masculine. It's the Divine Masculine on YouTube. I'm not sure if he has a Facebook page or anything like that, but they should find him on YouTube. Alright, so that's the Divine Masculine. We're going to be trying it out. But I wanted to share the Divine Masculine with you. If you want to hear the song, just go pull it up. He sings "You Are So Beautiful to Me" on his page, and then he also sings "Lady" on his page. He has a beautiful voice, very beautiful voice, and he has very great insights to many of you divine masculine out there who need some assistance from a divine masculine. It's a very great asset that I can send you guys to. So, yes. So, we are off of the flow talk. But yes, if you are looking for an opportunity of a lifetime, I don't know how many times I can stress to you over and over and over again, just how powerful it is to be a part of an energetic vibration alignment of magic manifestation, master manifestation on top of that. It's one thing to manifest, but then to master manifestation, that's a whole other level of game. And anyone can offer a workshop, but who can really offer a portal and own it? And show you how to walk through the portal and come out cold too. Yeah. Be an example. So I want you guys to just look at the link, be a part of it. People will be here, people will be flying in from all over the world. I'm super excited about it. I'm very, very, very honored to introduce even Vivian News to the world stage in this light, to be able to introduce Vivian News to the world stage in a place of ascension metaphysics, ascension techniques, manifestation tools, tools that will help you tap into the portals of life and tap into the portals of your own life. So one thing that I wanted Noy to share with you was, what did she expect out of this whole entire portal when she first came in versus what it was like for her at the very last day. When she first came in, how she felt, and then when she, because I want to share this with you because she was always like, well, I'm telling you, I'm
the first portal, the second one?
the first one specifically, because they're pretty new to this, so maybe the first one will be better. So let's do the first one.
Well, the thing is that throughout the journey, I've always learned not to expect anything else. So even having starting this, I really didn't expect anything. I didn't know what to expect. Other than the fact that my life needs to change. That's the only thing I expected, that something has to change. And I was determined to somehow make a change. Something. So We did this, and within days, things started shifting, started changing, aligning. And the moment that I noticed it, I'm like, okay, this works. This works. You know? And we had to keep going. Like we just had to keep going. And I'm the type of person where I'm determined, I'm very ambitious, and I will not stop. But I will not stop. And I am not stopping until all my dreams come true. I don't care. And no one can tell me shit. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. But this is who I really am. And I will not accept anyone's negativity.
I try to get her to come. I try to get my daughter to come share.
Yeah, I don't accept any negativity. If it doesn't resonate with me, I just forget it. I'm not accepting it.
But let me take this a little deeper.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all. Now, this girl, first of all, she's on a fast. And while she's on a fast, she was on a fast, and during the day, she's a manager at a restaurant. And at night, she works in a club environment. Okay? So, can you imagine being on a fast and saying no to all that temptation? From the time during the day till the time at night. And then she still maintained not just her 21 days, remember she did the fast twice. So this is actually back to back, a couple months in a row. And it's not just a fast, it's a specific fast that I take people on. And not just during that fast, there's tools that I give you along this journey. This specific mastermind portal is going to be way, way deeper and way colder because I only gave little trinkets out during the winter vortex. This specific portal, I plan on going in so hard and so cold because we're on another vibrational alignment. So now I'm allowed to give out keys and tools that I was not allowed to give out before. Now I'm allowed to tap deep within the portal of time and space that I was not allowed to tap into before. And I'm really super excited about it because this, dearie beloved, this is really talking about shape-shifting time. I want my daughter to be here. This is my best friend, everyone. This is my vibe tribe. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look. Yes, this is my baby. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. And she's so big. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look, how do you feel about like being part of here? How do you feel about your home? What is it? I said that I love it. Yes. What do you love about it?
That it's like my dream place to do.
Well, I actually got you on camera for another reason, not to talk about the home. I want to set her up. So today she was talking smack to me, right? And then she tells me, yeah, we'll put you on blast. She's talking smack to me. She goes, you know what, Mom? You're nice. And I'm like, yeah, I'm nice when we're not talking smack to each other. She goes, no. Even when we're talking smack to each other, she said, you're still a nice mom. And she's like, most black moms? She said, I would have found myself way up the balcony by now. She said a few times and a few times over. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So at least she can admit, like, okay, wait a minute, I'm like, mom. I love my daughter because she's the one that's helping us, like, run you see her noise?
Yeah, she's the techie. She's the techie of the business.
Yeah, she's the techie. She's helping. I can remember. The parents are the first teachers of the child. So my children, they come first. We start our their homeschool first thing in the morning before anyone gets any of my energy. It's my children. And then from there, it's literally to a place where you share with them what your experience is like.
Well, started out with, she is a tough teacher, but I have to say that I at least taught her more than she taught me. Yes, I did just give myself a self pro.
Seriously, did you seriously do that?
Yes.
Okay, well, I will say this. We tried to put her in school when she was like 2 years old. Okay, 2. She was a child star on That's So Raven. She was That's So Raven's daughter. And she did like a few commercials, Target commercials, you know, all kind of little commercials. I can't name how many there were. But I was her own business on Venice Beach in California after coming out of a homeless shelter. And I had myself in college at the same time and managed my children. And I worked at a law firm on top of that during the day. So the main thing about it was when I worked at the law firm, I had employees that I had run my business down on the beach, on the Venice Beach. But I always had my daughter next to me. I always had her right there by my side. And she grew up watching her mom just, you know, hustling to get us out of situations, like just hustling. Like I couldn't accept, you know, suffering as a way of life for us. And when you decide that this is not going to be for me and my children, we're not going to accept this at all. We're not going to live like this. When you make that decision to invest in yourself and to invest in your children and to invest in their life, and that's when you'll do something drastic to make a change in your life. You'll do something drastic to make a difference in your children's life.
And this right here is what I'm grateful for.
But what I love about her, everyone, is she's an amazing daughter. She's an amazing daughter. All of my daughters are very much amazing. They're my motivation. They're the reason that I literally, I put one foot in front of the other in spite of. And she is the greatest counselor. She has this vibration within her name to where she is a matchmaker automatically. So with all of her friends, she's been playing matchmaker, and she put like already 2 people together the past 48 hours.
That was what I put 2 couples together just last week.
Yeah, just last week. Like she's already
Within 24 hours with each other.
Yeah. So if you are looking into, she wanted me to mention this. If you are looking to find out who that person is in your life, who that matchmaker is, then yes, you can work through her mother, and her and I will go in and we will match you with someone who is a match for you, someone who is in vibrational alignment to be with you, whether that is a soulmate or a twin flame or a karmic partner. Yes, a karmic partner. Why a karmic partner? Because some people just aren't ready for that next level. And I'm telling you, twin flame is a whole nother level. You cannot merely say, oh, I'm looking for the man of my dreams. And then when you find him, you're not willing to do that inner work, because trust me, you are going to get beat up and flow up if you're not ready for that level. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, so now you want to kick me off,
Give me a hug.
And she's old enough to marry you.
I know, I forgot about that part, yeah. So, this is what she does, right? I tell her, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to anoint this place before we come in here, right? And she goes, well, I went online a couple of years ago and I filled out a certificate and I'm an ordained minister now, so does that count? I'm like, wait a minute, when did you do this? Which child goes online instead of playing video games, but to ordain themselves as an ordained minister? She has a certificate and everything. She's really an ordained minister, so she can marry. And I'm telling you, it does work. It's a certified certificate and everything. So my daughter is not only gifted, just gifted as her mother. She is very gifted within her own talents and abilities. But I'm trying to keep her with me, but she wants to be a forensic scientist. So she will be moving forward to, do her experiences with forensic scientists as well. And I love it because anything math and science, I'm for it. So it's all good. So we won't have her here with us at meetings too much longer because she has to go away to college soon. And I try to talk her out of it, but it's not working. So I have to let her live her own experiences, and that's where she's headed. So I'm very happy for her that she Thank you, dear child of mine.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she got tired of me. And she got tired of me.
Oh, well, we had a little one that fell asleep. She's been waking up so early. What's it been like for you to wake up and to see this view?
It's been amazing, honestly. Like, I like this right here is the main reason I get out of bed in the morning. Like, I woke up around 6, I think, and I just stared at a building. Not like all the buildings, just one building, because that one building was beautiful.
What is that thing that's called a blue beam or something that you didn't want to trade rooms with me for? What is that?
The nobody knows that.
Yeah, and then you can see the cloud gate from the window, and then there's also this big silver thing that's like a ball. What's that called?
That's the cloud.
Well, the big silver thing that's like a ball is what it's called a cloud gate.
It's
And
like a bead. That's why.
yeah, it's a bead. Well, not just that, you can see the ice skating rink down below. You can see, you literally see it from the balcony. And you see noise, you keep staring out the window. We all stare out the windows, I'm telling you. We're amazed with the view. And then we walk around, like, even after we come off fair, we're gonna turn off the lights and just walk around. And we stepped out of my room last night, and I was like, Noy, come here, look. And then my daughter was like, we could all just sleep in right here in the middle of the living room, right?
No, I didn't say all of us. I said me. I said I could make my room in here.
Well, I thought about it. I was like, I should just pull all the beds here because we're starting from scratch, so we all grabbed like air mattresses. They were like really, really cool. So we were like, look, we're all just gonna come stand out in the living room. So we came, stood out in the middle of the living room, and from every single direction, there was a beautiful view. I mean, I don't care if you're looking to the
Even the wall is beautiful.
even the wall is beautiful. Even the floor is like beautiful. Like you can eat off the floor. It's just so luxury, so upscale.
I mean,
so,
I eat.
well, I would.
It's clean and nice.
It's clean. I would eat. And plus, Noy taught us to leave our shoes at the front door. You know, for the fun sway of everything. Because she's absolutely right. You should always leave your shoes at the front door because you don't want to walk around the world and then start walking and tracking the whole world through your house and having all that energy as well. So she's absolutely right. I've always been that way. I just never had my own environment in a while where I can actually absolutely enforce that rule. And we will be enforcing that rule. She already does it anyways because when we leave our shoes, it's right where we're. And she merely took over the side of the room right next to the window.
I tried to.
She literally.
We're still finding on that one.
Okay, well, we're gonna work that out, get that proper. Because like I said, there was 2 choices. We could have chosen a 3-bedroom. And what was beautiful about the 3-bedroom is the 3-bedroom has, you can see the lake, it's right there. But, I know, but the 2-bedroom, like you can literally see everything. We chose this specific apartment because you can see everything. This specific unit, you can see everything. You can see the lake, the river, the city, Project Blue Beam. Oh, Silver Beam. And I say Project Blue Beam, well, that was mine. And it's just a snow globe altogether. I love it. So we want to share these ascension manifestation techniques. I know I was gonna sleep, but then I had some stuff to do. I had some stuff to do, and I had to get a couple of readings out. And I was trying to unpack, and I think I wrote a song today. Well, I wrote a song today. And we sang to the ancestors, and we just had it was kind of just an interesting day. Got a few things unpacked, and it was just a great journey. It's been a great journey. I want to share that with you. I want to share that with you and give you some tools and some insights and some secrets to help you not continue to stay in a place of doom and gloom, and you can't have and you can't manifest, and the what ifs, and
being around people that are not only bringing your vibration down, but they're lowering your energy field and they're tapping into your energy space and they're living their life off of your energy. And then when it's time for you to live your own life, you don't have any energy for yourself because you've been merely busy trying to please everyone else around you. You've been trying to please them by your actions, by your inactions, and when you're not emotionally available for them, then all of a sudden they have a problem. And that's mainly because you have not been emotionally available for yourself. So now it's time for you to make it an investment to be available for yourself. And that's what we are offering you here, to be within this part of the portal. And I think it's very important that you do stop for a minute and you do go sit with your guys and you ask them, is this something that you want me to do? And I already know what they're going to tell you. I already know that this is something that you should, reconsider, not just reconsider, but consider. And the reason I say reconsider because you are going to have those little voices that's going to tell you, you can't do that. But you can't do that because you've been doing that. You've been talking yourself out of things that's going to benefit you. And merely this is the time of the energy that is telling you, now you have to look at the other side of that. Now you have to finally say, you know what, I need to do this for myself. I have to do this for myself. I have no choice but to do this for myself. Because where I'm at, where Noya's at, where my vibe chart is at, all of us are in a space where we're like, we don't accept failure as part of our reality, as part of our vibration. We're not in that line.
Definitely. Either they're going to be joining us or they're going to be watching us.
Yeah.
Manifest our dream.
Yeah, and I got plenty of house bells coming up for y'all. So, plenty. Trust me. And, like I said, I had to pull back my energy on giving out for free. And it's interesting because when you do pull your energy back from giving out for free, then not only will you learn who your true friends are, but you'll begin to realize that you are giving away your energy to people that will merely go down and make sure that they pay that bill to the energy company. So what is wrong with your energy that you're not worthy enough of seeing that they owe you that bill as well, and like-minded frequencies of energy. Especially if you owe that to yourself. And when you decide that you owe that to yourself, then you'll stop accepting less for yourself. And that's merely what I'm sharing with you. To stop accepting less for yourself. Don't accept no for an answer. Don't accept that for yourself. Don't accept that you can't have it. Don't accept that. For what? It's time to stop that. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop harming, and injuring yourself, and then looking around and pointing the finger at other people saying they did this to me, or he did this to me, or because of him, or because of her, I can't have it, or if it wasn't for them, then I'd be further along. So many people will point the finger at people and backbite people and talk about them and gossip about them and hate on them and talk about them, but they will never ever once sit there and tell you what it is they did. They will never ever ever give you the keys and the tools and the secrets that I'm willing to give you to help you ascend, to help you be the greatest version of yourself. You know why I know that they won't do it? Because they're not me. And therefore, they're not anointed to do it like me. So if I'm willing to offer myself and my family and my best friend to you as an offering of our lives have been a living sacrifice to show you that we're not just talking about it, we're about it, and we're being about it. So if we're willing to put ourselves in a position to say, hey, we can show you how we did it. We can show you the tools. We can show you the keys. And to show you the keys and to show you how to keep the keys. And it's merely about not just working hard, but working smart. I'm literally here surrounded by major skyline units, major skyline condos. I'm looking out of these sky risers and I'm saying, wait a minute, what in the world is that? I'm looking up out the window and I'm like, what are these people, what do they do for a living? What in the world can they possibly do? And then I had to really tell myself, you know what, it doesn't matter what they do. Because as long as I know that the universe is my boss, I know that I'm just as worthy as they are. And I'm not going to accept anything less for myself than that and above. So what's deep about it is, I'm about to show you something. Hold on a second. Because you're the closest to it. That's right. See, she's like, all right. I'm about to show you my vision board. This is my vision board. Is it upside down? This is my vision board. I want to show you my address. Okay. That's my vision board. That is a house at the bottom that you see. Now that house is on my vision board. It's been on my vision board for years. Now what's deep about this house on my vision board? It has an elevator. This house is literally, the backyard of the house is the beach, literally. You walk down the stairs of the backyard of this house and you have your own private beach. Now that is my Bentley that you see there, yes. The BMW is cool, but it's actually old. The picture is played out. All the equipment that you see there is because of me trying to manifest for Nubian News and needing the proper and the right equipment, as you guys can see. So many people make little comments on my page about they want to hear and they want to see, but I have to say, okay, that's great, but paypal.me/Nubian Divine is how you help me get out. So all of the other manifestations that you see there, where I said my vision, then I said build an empire, and then I said no worries, and then family, and then I said this is my baby right here, because Nubian News is my baby, because I know that me building Nubian News was basically me giving back to each and every one of them. Me looking deep within myself to give you tools and secrets and keys within myself that can help you manifest those secrets and tools within yourself, right? But what's deep about this house right here that you see is that now I may have to redo my vision board over again after living here. Because what's deep about it is that the house is cool and all, but after we went to go touring and everything to go see the penthouse, that, my friend, is fine stick. So we are literally, it's all good because she actually, it was her idea. My vibe tribe's idea. She, what is up with your story anyways with penthouses? They can't see it. She's a beggar. So what's up with your story with penthouses?
Well, I guess I just watched a lot of movies that involve New York, and I was like, hey, that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. And we saw some really nice penthouses. Remember when we lived in Arizona, we used to go, I lived in Arizona, everyone, and we used to go, okay, first of all, I lived in a $500,000 home. And the house I lived in, it was so huge, like really huge.
But it was not safe for me.
Yeah, they left the door open and there were scorpions on there. The people that ended up renting me out the house left the door open, and when we went in, there were scorpions on the ground of the house. But we never once got stung by a scorpion in the house, did we? No, socks was not going to stop a scorpion. Why not? Why? Probably so they could smell your little funky feet to bite you.
It's not carpet.
No, but it was this tan carpet. Wait, let me tell the story. The house was a $500,000 home. Okay, this is like part of my first manifestation. When I left Los Angeles and moved my daughters to Arizona, we stayed in Carefree, Arizona. And first I stayed in Levine. If you look up Levine, you'll see that Levine is a nice little middle-class area, but I ended up moving us to Carefree, Arizona. If you look up what Carefree is. Carefree is right next to Scottsdale, Arizona. It's basically new money in Arizona. Now, what was deep about it was, once again, I was a single mom, just came out of the homeless shelter, you know, all this, but I manifested this $500,000 home for us. The windows were so big. The windows were bigger than these windows here. They were super huge. Tell them what you would see every morning when you woke up. They can't see
one time I woke my Lauren woke me up at 6 a.m. and I saw giant hot air balloons bouncing in my backyard.
Yeah.
There are at least like 4 of them. You were at college or upstate, and then Lauren was like, "Okay, you can go back to bed now." But I stayed I ran back and stayed watching until they dumped stuff they got.
Yeah, they had these really huge, when the girls would wake up in the morning, they would see these really huge, right in our backyard from the window, these huge hot air balloons going up in the air. It'd be like 6 o'clock in the morning, but it was tower. Yeah, and then of course I homeschooled at the time too, so it was a community where when I did their PE, there was a pool in the community, things of that nature. So going to walk because it was Arizona, seeing scorpions and things like that, just because it was a desert, and swimming in the swimming pool, the tennis court, all that, that was part of their PE class. So I was able to manifest that for them during that time, and then that was another time where Spirit, gave us a beautiful home. So we've lived in beautiful homes and beautiful places before. We've been called along a journey to where we either had to live in a beautiful home, or we had to, live in a shelter, or we had to basically drive in our car, live in our car. But we've always just been there for each other. We've always been myself and my daughters, my seeds that I've given birth to. We've always been close. We're bonded like this because I raised my daughters to be close and me with myself because I wish I had that with my sisters. And I felt that it was really important for me to give that to my daughters. If I can leave them anything, was the bond of sisterhood. And what's so beautiful about manifestation powers is manifesting not just a multi-million-dollar home, but the jobs that I had in Arizona, even now, using my specific degrees that I've used to not just have 1 or 2 or 3 businesses, but 4 different businesses, 5 different businesses, as well as to be able to homeschool my daughter, and then to be able to simultaneously work each and every business to the benefit of our family, to help sustain us, as well as to help put us in a position to help others. Being self-employed it does have its ups and downs, but one thing that I do love about Chicago is that there is a room right here in Chicago, and those Chicagoans out there, you know what I'm talking about. And that is, if you make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere in the world. And I will tell you now, Chicago is not easy at all. But once you catch the swing of things, and you catch the game, and you find your niche, and you know what to do, and then you go with the swing of things, and you got it. Okay? And you guys will see on the next episode of the House of L2 how we have been manifesting not just drivers, but we actually manifested a tour guide who was very spiritual. And he actually ended up walking us through downtown to show us a really cool place to get to for breakfast. And we tried to give them money, and they wouldn't take money from us because they were just in vibrational alignment. So I love it. The girls love it. We're in an area where I do homeschool my daughters, but I did check on some schools for the girls, and there's nothing but private schools around. That's it. That's the only thing there is. There's master academies around here, and it's very beautiful because even living in this specific environment, the specific address we have is, I can assure you, one of the major, let's say, lifestyle of the rich and famous addresses in Chicago. And I'm just very humbled because I know that Spirit put us here, and Source put us here, my ancestors put us here. And wherever my ancestors take us, that's where we shall be. And when the ancestors have something for you, nothing and no one on this planet and in this galaxy can stop you from it. They can't take you from it. Because when it's yours, it's yours. Especially when you've been given back to the universe, especially when you are in divine alignment. And what I want to do is I want to share these tools and these secrets with each and every one. So that's what we're offering for the mastermind portal. There is 2 different types of the portal. One is a personal portal, and the other one is a virtual portal. So if you would like to be part of it, yes, please be very much a part of it. So what are we on right now?
great. So, whoosh, tech magic.
I know, but I have not been able to see anyone.
Yeah, I said figure that out. So.
That's not the lies. Hold that pose, girl. Hold that pose, girl. That's pretty cool. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it.
Okay, this should be showing up next. So. Oh. Well, would you look at that?
I'm so sorry, everyone. We had the page off, and I did not see you guys leaving me comments. Is it sound quality is poor? Thank you, Cynthia, for your donation. That's very nice of you. Hello from Australia. I love you, man.
Australian accent. That sounds like the.
I was not trying to make an Australian accent. I was just trying to.
Yes, you were. That was horrible.
You know what? It's all good. It's all good. So I can actually see your chat now. So if anyone has any questions, then you can feel free to. Is this behind or is it going?
Yeah, it's probably just delay. I mean, there's no point waiting for it to catch up. You guys will just keep talking.
I know, right? So if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and type your questions down below, and I will answer questions before I chime off tonight. And that's probably what we have open so we can see it. And then you have it on FB too, right? We're trying our best here, everyone. So I just wanted to, do you have anything else to say?
No. No, I'm
We're super tired. Yeah, we're super tired. We're packing, and then she has to get up to go fly out tomorrow, and then we have some more stuff to do. I know this has a little delay, so I'm gonna wait just for a second.
I mean, like, it's just going to show you sitting there for however long you're working. So I'm not so close.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna chime off everyone. So if you have any questions, just email me. Right? I love you guys very much. And just look down in the link, and then if you look down in the link, then you'll be able to see your. Yeah, that's actually better than those. Like the picture she showed me. You know, Florida getting cold, and they showed. Wasn't it? When that Florida's cold.
Oh, that meme?
Yeah, the meme.
Oh, that was there was a meme out there where they said they arrested Elsa because Florida's too cold.
Yeah.
And it's only like 37 degrees. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, everyone, I love you. I want to offer you love of self to yourself. And I have really dedicated my life to being an example, to allowing Source to use my life as an example to you of what your life and your path can be like, no matter what your background has been like. I've shared my story with you. I will continue to share my story with you. I have nothing to hide. My life has been an open book. I just don't know how else to really share with you. Like, I don't come from like Kim Kardashian money. You know, I came from like the school of hard knocks for real. Like, I had to like really do this, like for me and my babies. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like you. You know, if I'm just like you know, it's nothing but I can't say ain't nothing to it but to do it because trust me, it's not that easy. But it can be that easy if you merely just learn to do the things that I want to teach you to do in this specific portal. So I would love for you to be a part of it. I would love for you to come out, look down, look for the flyers, you see the tickets, and I can't is going to be. I welcome each and every one of you who will begin to look even tonight to book your plane tickets to come to Chicago. To those of you who will look to go ahead and purchase your tickets to be part of the virtual portal. But those of you that will be here in person, we're going to have so much fun. And when you feel the vibration, it's like, I know you're going to be like, that's like Mary when she was like, if I can just touch the hem of his garment. It's like that. It's just real cool. So I'm really happy to be a part of that holistic vibratory garment of master manifestation, especially during a time of need, a time of your need, a time of where it is merely stated that I can show you better than I can tell you. I love you. And I'm going to see if you guys have any comments. If you don't have any comments, I got to go because I have to enjoy my view and my family. Look at this. We all in Zan.
Girl, like, what time is it?
I know,
Almost
right?
midnight.
It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
It is. I love you guys. But we're going to go. Right. So,
Bye.
bye, everyone. Okay.